When starting a marketing agency, one of the first things people want to do is go out and get clients. And I get it. You want to start making a bunch of money. But did you know there's actually about 5 steps that you're going to want to make sure you have, or 5 steps that you want to make sure you take before you actually get your first client to make sure that you're actually able to fulfill the campaign you promised them? Well, if you're interested, then stay tuned because we've got 5 things we're going to teach you that you must have to really have success with your agency. So stay tuned. We got a good one for you. All right, welcome back everybody and thank you for joining me. My name is Jordan Steen. I'm also known as Serial Entrepreneur, and at my channel we talk all about starting your agency, building a YouTube channel or a blog, really just building any type of online business. So if that sounds of interest to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell in the bottom right hand corner so we can update you with all of our newest content. Oh, and PS, make sure you stay tuned to the end of today's video and we'll teach you how you can get access to our free SMMA training. Now guys, when you go to get a client, the biggest thing that usually happens is a team or an agency goes and they land a deal, but then they go back to the office and realize, or their house or wherever they're working, and then they realize, oh crap, I don't have any VAs, I don't have any processes, I don't have a bunch of stuff ready so that I can actually fulfill this campaign that I just sold. So there's actually about 5 things we want to cover, and they're not in any particular order as far as priority or importance, but all of them are equally important and things that you need to get done before you actually get that first client. So the first thing is looking at virtual assistants and researching what types of virtual assistants you're going to need with regards to what service offerings you plan to offer. So for example, if I were to offer SEO, then I need an SEO manager. I'll need probably an analytics person. I might need a copywriter to write SEO copy. I might even need a graphic designer to make those really cool infographics that help us rank online. So that being said, I actually need to start planning out what types of positions are going to need to hire to get this job done. And the reason why it's important to get it done before you land a client is to understand that it's going to take a lot of time to find these people, get them trained up, and get them familiar with the processes that you have to get campaigns going. So if you land a client and then you start to go get VAs, but it takes you 2 weeks to get your VAs for your agency, you're already 2 weeks behind your client's campaign, meaning you're going to have to play catch up already in the first month. So I really suggest before you land that client, if you have someone that you're talking to and you're pretty certain you're going to land it, go ahead and find out what VAs you're going to hire for what particular jobs you plan to offer. Oh, and PS, if you're looking to hire a virtual assistant, we actually have a video just on that with some platforms to use, how to hire, what you're going to want to say and do. Make sure you check out this video up here in the top right hand corner. The next thing you want to look at, number 2 on the list, is your processes, workflows, SOPs. You might hear those words used interchangeably. And what those basically are is, let's say for example, you get a client who needs, again, SEO services. Great. What are we doing? Let's say we're doing technical SEO on their site. Well, if that's the case, we have to do keyword research. We need to do a link strategy evaluation. We need to do a full analysis and then be able to implement all of the strategies that we put together into their website, into their content. So we actually need to go and build out steps so that way our VAs don't just go start working on 17 different projects that don't really add to the bottom line. Outlining a process and understanding what workflows are needed to be built so that way you can create the campaigns that you're selling to your clients are really going to be important to have done, again, before you get this client onboarded. And again, that's so you can save time and make sure that you're able to complete their campaign as efficiently and quickly as possible. All right, everyone, so let's take a look here on my screen really quick just so you can see what one of these processes might look like. But if we need to create, let's say for example, a YouTube video, this is actually a YouTube video I'm about to shoot, or any video for that matter, right? There's a bunch of steps that you want to take, especially if you're going to try and rank it in search results. If it's like an ad video, it's a little different. You don't have to do any keyword planning or strategy or link building, anything like that. Really what you're doing is you're just building out a good video, right? Something that's entertaining, it's going to catch eyeballs. But if we're looking at a process, you can see right here, for this video alone, we have about, looks like 12, 13 different steps right down here where we have our meeting, we create a new folder for it, we have an idea phase, we come up with research, and we create an outline for everything we're going to need for the video and the blog, write a script, shoot the video, edit it, we get to writing the blog, graphics, and this is all where we're actually creating the ideas. This is where we actually create the graphics, we review it, we schedule it, and then we optimize on the blog article itself. So you can see there's a lot that actually needs to get done, and there's actually different people responsible for all of these different steps. You can see right here, like Ife, Siri, Jordan, Pasha, Pete, Divine, Rhonda, Mimi. You can see there's several different people involved. And so mapping all of these out prior to actually running a campaign is going to be super important for you guys, because otherwise, again, you're going to waste time during that first month or even second month trying to get all of this put together. Oh, and P.S. if you're interested in more instructional content just like this, make sure to check out this link up here in the top right-hand corner. Don't do it yet. Come back to it after you watch the rest of this video, because we got some really important stuff coming up. The third step is going to be defining and building a network. And this is actually more related to the sales process. And so what I actually teach a lot of my students is building your first 100, your network of your top 100. And what this actually represents is your top 100 contacts that you already know. So what I like to do is start off with my immediate family members, right? So I have my mom, my dad, I have 2 little brothers. Actually, I have 3 little brothers, but the third one, he doesn't really count because he's too young. He's not going to know anybody important. But I've got a mom and a dad, 2 little brothers, right? I have my grandmother, grandfather, I have uncles, aunts, I have cousins, right? And so that would be my first initial group of network. Also, I'm going to include in that network my friends, right? Direct friends that I'm close with that I know might have contacts that could, help my agency. After I make out that list of my immediate network of people that I know, I want to consider their extended networks, meaning my mom knows people, right? So she works with a guy who owns an insurance company. That could be part of her extended network that I could reach out to. And you want to make that list of about at least 100 people to start. Obviously, if you can go larger, then make your list larger, but 100 is a good starting point. Now, once you make the list, you're just going to find ways to reach out to these people, whether it be via a phone call, email, Facebook Messenger, whatever, and have a conversation with them about what it is that you're doing, how you're able to help businesses, and maybe some way that you could potentially help them, right? Try to be specific about how you could help them with their business if you already know that they have one. But we actually created a whole video on networking to land agency clients, so if you're wanting to learn more about that one, check this one out here. Now, the fourth thing you're going to want to look at is creating your agency assets. And what I mean by this is creating things like your VSL or your virtual or video sales letter. You have something like a one-pager. Your one-pager kind of goes into what your agency does, the services that you provide, and quickly how you're able to help those businesses, or maybe even a quick testimonial or case study that you can put on the one-pager that shows and exemplifies your ability to produce results. And then you'll also want things like your value documents or informational pieces that you can use as downloadable items for potential leads, right? So on your website, you might have a email sign-up list, and in that email sign-up, you might offer them a free template of some kind to create social media ads. Well, those things actually have to be created by someone. They don't just come out of thin air, right? And you should actually do them again before you actually start trying to land clients. So that way, when they ask if you have something that you can show them, or if you're trying to provide value, which we all know is super important in landing clients, you already have something created. The fifth part we need to discuss is practicing sales objection. So what is a sales objection? Simply put, it is an objection that someone might have to a product or service that you're trying to offer, meaning they don't want it. But there's about 5 different objections that are most commonly used within this industry that if you practice enough for, you're going to be able to respond to them and get a much better result 90 to 100% of the time. Literally, overcoming an objection is one of the easiest things to do because you can create templated responses for each one of the objections that someone might offer. So let's look at those 5 really quick. The first one's just going to be it's too expensive. Well, the whole reason they reached out to you was because they know that they need more marketing. So Mr. Business Owner, I completely understand, you said it's very expensive, but you also told me you want to start making new clients. And you can obviously go out and find another marketing agency that can do it cheaper. That's totally possible. But the issue is you get what you pay for, right? So if you pay for cheaper marketing, you shouldn't expect to get the results that you're actually wanting for your business. 2 is let me have some time to think. I totally understand, Mr. Business Owner, you want some time to think, but you did tell me that you wanted me to come in and talk to you about this because you were saying that you wanted to generate more leads and sales for your business. So really, what is there to think about? Number 3 is I need to talk to blank. It could be their wife, it could be a business partner, and really the only time that matters is if it's another business partner. Their wife, if that is a business partner, then sure, that might be someone they need to talk to. But then what you really actually have to understand is you didn't do your job getting all of the decision makers into the meeting in the first place. So Totally understand, Mr. Business Owner. You need to talk to your business partner. Is there a way that we can get him on the phone right now just so that way we can approve this, very easy thing we're trying to do? Always try to resolve it right there. Don't ever try and wait and set another meeting. Try and see, hey, can we get him on the phone or her on the phone right now and try to resolve this right now? The fourth one being, I'm too busy right now. And this is one of my favorite ones because it's like, well, dude, the whole reason you're trying to hire us is so that way you can free up some more of your time, because currently you're the one managing all of these processes. And to be even more honest with you, it's way more of a full-time job than you might think. So you should actually probably let me handle those services for you, because it's going to give you that time that you want back. And I might not say it exactly like that, but in so many words, that's pretty much what we're telling them. And then number 5 is, we already have an agency, and if someone comes at you with this particular objection, you need to be pretty much ready to go and have a response that says something along the lines of, oh, well, I found this issue here. Are they aware of this happening? Right? So that's going to open up the conversation and get them talking about what issues they might not even know existed. But guys, those are the 5 pieces that you need to take into consideration before you even start landing clients. Please heed my advice and take it seriously, because if you do, you're going to have a lot more chances of success. Whereas if you try to avoid these things, I guarantee you're going to land a client, or maybe you won't because you didn't know how to overcome objections. And if you do land the client, you're going to get down the road and you're going to understand, oh crap, I don't have any VAs, I don't have any processes, I don't know what I'm doing. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you have any comments or questions about anything that we covered in today's video, make sure to leave them below. Also, if you have something that you think I didn't cover in this video that's super important to have ready before you go and get a client, make sure to leave that in the comments below too, so that way anybody else watching can get some new ideas or new things that they might need to get ready. But since you stayed till the end, make sure to check out the description right below this video, and you can get access to our free SMMA training course. It is an amazing course that's already helping hundreds and hundreds of people going through it. So I hope you guys take advantage of that. But I'm gonna get out of here for now, guys. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you on the next video. Until then, Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys.
Ready to start living the 6-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.